Welcome in. My name's Caront, and welcome to my first Let's Play, which is going to be a Let's Play of Chrono Trigger, a game released by Squaresoft before it became Square Enix in 1995, almost 20 years ago, which seems crazy now that I think about it. I'm going to talk a little bit about the game before we really get into the meat of it. Chrono Trigger is an RPG. It's one of, maybe not one of the earliest role-playing games, but it is certainly one of the more famous ones on the Super Nintendo, which is the one I'm going to be doing through this playthrough. And you'll see some features of it as we go along, but what I mostly want to talk about is just really the fact that this game has really endured the test of time through almost 20 years, to the point that it is still considered to be one of the great, not just role-playing games, but to some degree one of the great video games, period, that have ever been made. You see as we're going through, you see the credits scrolling through. Hironobu Sakaguchi was the main producer. He was really the main mind behind the game as it was developed. You saw Akira Toriyama. He was the main designer of the characters and especially of the monsters, and you'll see a lot of Toriyama influence, of course most famously known for Dragon Ball Z and what have you. You'll see a lot of his influence as we go through the game. You also saw Yasunori Mitsuda's name. He was the main music developer for the game. You also see Final Fantasy composer Nobuo Uematsu make his way into this as well. Mitsuda composed most of the music though. As it turns out, Uematsu was brought in when Mitsuda fell ill, and so Uematsu ended up completing some of the rest of the music tracks for the game. All in all, you see some of the overworld scenes as we flash through more of the credits, and we'll get to the race later on as we go through. It's really just, in a lot of ways, a really remarkable game. I picked it up probably 96, 97 or so, relatively shortly after it came out, and loved it. I've continued to play it several times, or I've played it several times since then, and I hope as we go through this playthrough, hope you guys will share in that love of the game with me. So, without further ado, welcome to the beginnings of Chrono Trigger, as we see a time machine go off into the distance. Now, I did an earlier take on this. We're sort of redoing it a little bit because I wanted to polish some things from last time. Now, you see, I've played this game a few times, but we're going to go ahead and do a new game because, I mean, we want to start this whole thing off, so no sense plunging in at the end. The game, first off, asks you to set the battle mode, which you could set it either way. I'm going to go ahead and go with active. As we'll see in a minute, you can actually change that later. Now, of course, we come to naming our character, which is one of the great things about the early role-playing games. You could name your characters pretty much whatever you wanted. Because we're doing a Let's Play, I'm going to go ahead and stick with the traditional names. I know when Giant Bomb did their walkthrough a few years back, they put B as the first letter in everybody's name. So you had Bruno, and different characters would be introduced with B's in front of their names, which gave it a nice little twist. I'll stick with the traditional, though, because we're going to just go ahead and go through the walk here. Welcome to Chrono Trigger. Sounds like shots going off almost. You know, Nintendo Capri Sun mentions that in his walkthrough. But it is in fact balloons and fireworks and celebration. And I guess we'll find out in a minute what they have to be celebrating. The game begins with a bell ring, and we'll see that bell in a minute. Chrono. Chrono! Good morning, Chrono! Come on, sleepyhead, get up! And Ah, no! My eyes, my eyes! Ah, Helene's bell makes such beautiful music. Okay, well, that's your bell, I guess. You were so excited about the Millennial Fair that you didn't sleep well, did you? I want you to behave yourself today. Okay, if you insist. Let's get moving now. Hey, what's up, Chrono? Of course, we notice he has a cat. We'll look at the cat a little bit later. Okay, so here's Chrono. I'll run him around a little bit. Your basic menu functions, I guess. Obviously, just move him around directionally. If you hold down B, that'll get him to dash. If you hit the X button, we'll go to the menu, and we'll explore this a little bit. You see we've got a number of different areas we can look at, but we'll start with the character screen. Of course, obviously, there's Chrono. And you see the traditional role-playing staples, HP, MP, the sword's attack power, the shield's defense. And you see on the right side, of course, there's character screen. Chrono's little picture there. Our intrepid hero is level 1, as I suppose you would expect in a beginning of an adventure. Lightning, as you see up there, we'll talk about that a little bit later because that will get its due a little bit more forward in the game, but we'll come back to that. Chrono is a katana wielder. He is very much the swordsman, and that's basically what he'll stick with the whole time. We'll explore some more about his equipment and such later. Alright, so you also have power, hit, magic, and etc. We'll deal with that when we get to it. You notice we start off with 400 gold, 400 gil, whatever you want to call it. And fortunately, that's not all we're going to start with, as we'll see in a minute. Oh, hey Mom, what's up? Finally! By the way, that inventor friend of yours, you know... Oh dear, I've forgotten her name. Howdy, inventor friend. Now, H.C. Bailey or Nintendo Capri Sun or some of the others I've seen do playthroughs call her Luca, which I suppose makes sense. For some reason, though, when I played through Chrono Trigger, I always called her Lucia, so I guess I'll just stick with that for just to be unique about it. That's right, Lucia. Don't forget she invited you to see her new invention. Run along now. Be back before dinner. Do I have to? Can I just, stay out all night or something? Oh well. Alright. Hey, Kitty. Oh, okay, Kitty's gonna follow me around now. Alright. One other thing, before you leave, talk to Mom again. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your allowance, dear. Have fun at the fair. Yay, 200 gold. So, that brings us up to 600. Hooray. Okay, so welcome to the town of Truce in the Kingdom of Guardia. Simple little place. We'll explore a couple of areas. Just basic residence. That brat Lucia says she's made the discovery of a lifetime. Oh, well, that must be nice. I'm so happy I could scream! Okay, I don't know what you're happy about, but oh, that's good. And you don't have a whole lot in the way of environmental interaction here, so don't worry about it too particularly much. Let's see. Truce Inn. Okay. Innkeepers and whatnot. Hey, waitress. Come on in. Take your bloody time. I'd rather serve you than go to the fair anyway. Gee, sarcasm much? Been to the fair yet? Nope. We'll get going then. You have to wait another 1,000 years for another Millennial Fair. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But 1,000 years of what exactly? Lodging is 10 gold. Check in? Nah, we won't worry about that because you can sleep at Chrono's house and not have to spend any money. This here be a piano player. Are you buying? Nah, we're not going to buy anything because all that really does is change the music. Doesn't cost anything, though, fortunately. Remember the earthquake we just had? Well, no, we just got here. No? Airhead, huh? Well, never mind. Oh, no. Tell me more. Yes. Alright, we've been having too many. Something's wrong. Hope the big one isn't coming. Oh, yeah, that'd be bad. Okay. You might have noticed you can actually run around a little bit while the characters are talking, which is nice. Alright, nothing in the drawer here, but we've got this nifty little box. This box has been in the family for generations. Open it and you may have what's inside. Well, no we won't, I guess. You'll see these boxes sealed by a mysterious force with a nice little spooky type music. We'll see them all over the place, and we'll also see a couple of doors of that ilk too. We will come back to them later. And don't worry, we're definitely going to come back to them later because they've got good stuff in them. Okay, I think that's pretty much enough for the inn. Next up is Mayor's House, which, hi, do you know about our establishment? Nope. This is the Mayor's Education Center. So basically this is your newbie zone. Think of it as a workshop for beginners. Okie doke. You can take the things you find here. I certainly hope so. I plan on looting the place anyway. Alright. Need a brief weapons and items seminar? Now, show you all the weapons and items as we go along. Tonic. Whee! Basic healing jaunt. See, there you go. Okay. Nice glistening guy over there. Scattered throughout this world are places where you can save your game. Save whenever you can, especially in unfamiliar or dangerous areas. Well, yeah. And, oh, that's just a replica. Oh, great, thanks. Record your journey whenever you find the real McCoy. You'll find more of them in riskier areas. Well, I should hope so. Also, remember that you can log in anywhere on the world map. True. Okay, and kids running around. Use the Y button to move the message battle window up or down. Up, down, up, down. Okay, sweet. And, okay, little shrimp, get over here. You can walk while reading messages, but go too far, and you can miss them. Well, apparently this isn't too far. Okay. Do you know about shelters? They're quite useful. Basically, shelters are your tents. They heal you at save points. So we're going to go... Yes, we know. Alright. Let's see. Let's talk to the knight here. Alright, I'll teach you about skills. Are you willing to learn? Let's leave off of that. Basically, you've got different types of skills, which I'll actually go ahead and bring up here. You've got your item menu. Go to the skills menu now. You've got various skills that you can get. Some of them are line skills where you can hit a number of enemies in a row. You can, if you start it, for instance, on the back enemy, you can hit all the enemies in between you and it. You've got basically area of effect skills that you can deploy. Some of them are true AoE skills, and some of them are, just hit everything in sight. And then you've got also, of course, single targets and things like that. Now, you see the text here. We've got Cyclone for Chrono. You see the 2-tech and 3-tech up there. Those are double techs, triple techs, which we will eventually get as we get more characters, and as they get more techs, some of them will be able to combine to make some much better attacks. We'll, of course, get to that as we go through. Just a word on some of the other windows I'll go ahead and run through. Stereo, music, we'll keep that going. Battle mode is active, but if you want to, you can switch it to wait. Save menu cursor, we'll leave that be. Save battle cursor, ditto. Text, save the skill and item cursor. Yeah, we'll leave that on because it defaults it. Skill and item info, definitely leaving that on. Control pad. Now with this, you can go through and change the buttons and do whatever you want to, but I'm not going to change anything, even though it acted like it was custom. Battle gauge, you can change the battle gauge. I think that basically determines where the character names appear and where the battle gauge itself appears, but I'm not going to fool with that. Window color. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'll stick with the original because it seems to be the one that makes the most sense. Battle speed. I'm going to speed that one up a bit to make the gauges move faster, and it makes the battle just run a bit smoother. Definitely speeding up the message speed, otherwise it'll take forever. Okay. So I think that's enough of that. This menu we're not going to be able to use right now because you just switch party members around and Chrono's it right now. And then here you save. You can't do that either yet. Alright, let's see. Want to learn about damage in battle? Nah. We'll see that as we go through. Hold down the L and R buttons to escape from battle. Know when to run, but you need to fight to grow strong. Yeah, of course. Now, about the equip menu. Well, basically what we've already explained. Sword and shield indicates attack and defense. The higher the number, the greater the power. Yeah, no kidding. M defense indicates your ability to block magic. If it's 10, then magic defense will be reduced by 10%. A star after any characteristic means it's at maximum strength. We are not going to see that in this playthrough. Actually, let's go ahead and look at this. Some monsters have special attacks. Okay, and we get to a video tutorial. Okay, explaining some of the statuses. Poison decreases hit points mostly. Slow, slows you down. Sleep obviously puts you to sleep. A good hit will wake you up again. That's nice. Chaos, not fun. Confuses you into attacking allies. A little tough on friendships. Yeah, just all around meddlesome. Blind. Okay, yeah. Darkness, you can't hit very well. Lock, can't use any techniques. That's no good. And stop, which, as you might imagine, stops you. Go figure. In these situations, your guard is down and you will sustain more damage. Yep. Use heal, which I'll show you what that is in a minute, or wait until the battle ends to heal automatically. Would you like to hear more? Nah, we're okay. Alright, found 100G. Want my advice? Sure, why not? You've got potential. You'll learn a number of techniques as you progress. Techniques are magic attacks that also utilize your weapons. You'll acquire them with discipline. Okay. My, you're so enthusiastic. Use this to help you get started. Sweet! 300 more gold. So that brings us up to, oh, straight at 1,000. Nice. Okay, that's pretty much it for this place. Alright, market. And a weird little sheep doll. Visit our stall in Lean Square. Okay. So, no shopping for us right now, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and walk you down to Lucia's house. And, well, gee, somebody needs to clean up around here, I think. Okay, in we go. Kitchen is, well, much neater and empty. Upstairs on the left here is much less neat and empty. And clean balcony, that's nice. Upstairs, who's this? Oh, hi Chrono. Lucia's off at Lean Square with her father, Tabin, unveiling her new invention. And Laura, by the way, is Lucia's mother. We'll find out a bit more about her later on. Okay, that's pretty much it for this place. Okay. I'm going to take you around the overworld just a little bit more, just to kind of show you a couple of other things. Fortunately, it doesn't take long to move around the map, so we can just sort of gallivant down here. And we come to the town of Pore. Inn. Oh, your standard inn, nothing really to see here. Market, where we actually can buy stuff. Let's see what we've got. Oh, wow, a really expensive weapon, at least for now. Bow, gun, armor, 300. Better armor for close to twice that. And a nice helmet. Well, let's go ahead for now. Let's get the helmet. Let's get the karate gi right now. And then revive. Well, we don't really have enough for that right now. Shelter. Don't really have enough for that right now either. Let's get a few tonics and a few heals. There's your heal. Restores your status. So let's move up to 5. I think I'll do 5 of each. There we go. Okay. Go in, and of course, obviously, you equip through the character screen. So we'll put the helmet on, and put the karate gi on, which helps the defense pretty good bit. Okay, and we'll sell old stuff, although we're not getting much out of it. Snail Stop is a place you're going to see. It's just basically your local watering hole. We'll visit more there later. Let's talk to him. 400 years ago, a woman named Fiona died trying to save the great forest that once flourished to the north. How sad. Yeah, it is sad. You got a monster here. Well, apparently he's a good monster. I'm the piano man. Now I've got Billy Joel in my head, dang it. Okay, let's go something upbeat. Okay, we will hear this music later in the future when we are able to go to more places. And yeah, we'll see that later. Okay, so back out here. Just one other thing I want to show you before we get to the Millennial Fair. The Mayor's Manor, first off, upstairs, has got a couple of the weird boxes, which we won't bother with, and also has a very interesting mayor. Ha! I run this town, and I'm so rich I don't know what to do with it all. Give you 10 gold if you act like a chicken. Yeah, let's act like a chicken, why not? Ha 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 ha! Here you go, 10 gold. Alright, well, now that we've sacrificed a little bit of our dignity for not very much money, you've got the ticket office or the port office down here. Basically, right now you can sail back and forth between Poray and Guardia if you wanted to, but yeah, we could just walk, so why not? Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to wait till I pick up another party member before we go visiting the forest. Okay. Let's see. Where's this? Oh, it's another residence. Okay. Alright. Hard to believe Guardia is now 1,000 years old. Well, there's your Millennial Fair, I guess. And our king is the 33rd descendant to the throne. Yeah, that's a lot of kings, and a lot of kings with the same name. But how can he rule a kingdom when he can't even control his own daughter? Well, good question, actually. Okay, now to the fair. Alright, welcome to the Millennial Fair. Have fun. Sure thing. Alright, hi there. I heard Lucia and her dad have made another crazy invention. Hope it doesn't blow up like all the others. Yeah, that'd be bad. Okay, let's see. We've got shopkeeper. Basically lets us buy the stuff we just bought. Alright. And we've got another shopkeeper up here. Ditto. So basically you can either get it with 2 or 3 runs here, or you can get it with 1 run in Poray. It's ultimately up to you. This kingdom's been through a lot, like the war against mages 400 years ago. Thank goodness things are so peaceful now. Yeah, peace is generally a good thing, I would think. Let's see. Alright, who are you? I heard this guy pays big bucks for charms, weapons, pendants, and other rarities. Oh, that's nice. I have pretty much none of them. Great. Buy something from Melchior, the swordsmith? Yeah, why not? Iron blade. Well, that would take most of our money, I think. Let's see. And then load sword, which we can't even begin to afford. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and buy the weapon. Yay! Alright. It'll almost completely impoverish us. I live on the continent to the east. Come see me sometime. Okay, will do. If I can. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, here we go. Well, that gets our attack up a bit. We can, of course, obviously sell the sword. Sure, but I'm going to give you something. Alright. Alrighty. This is basically a race, which you can win what they call silver points to guess the winner. Good luck with that. It's just completely random. This is the renowned Tent of Horrors. Spend your 0 silver points here. Parental discretion advised. What I'll probably end up doing is grind some silver points off camera and then show you guys kind of more of what's going on with this, because this Millennial Fair will be going on through the whole game, so we're not exactly in any hurry on that front. What's the big deal? So what if we won a wizard against a war against a wizard, sorry, hundreds of years ago? Well, we would all be dead if we hadn't, so yeah, whatever. Okay. Alright. Well, oh, there's your bell. And here's the lady running around everywhere. What do we do? What do we do? What do you... Uh-oh. Hey! Ouch, that hurt! Well, why would it have hurt? I just walked into you. I didn't hit you that hard. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Bell rings. Hopefully it's not ringing to announce our little demise or anything. Uh-oh, my pendant! Okay. Now, this is one of the areas where you can make some decisions that will ultimately affect how the game goes. Basically, you pretty much got to choose whether to be the white hat or the black hat. If you're going to be the white hat, then the first decision to make is whether to grab the pendant first or to talk to her first. You want to go white hat, talk to her. You want to go black hat, grab the pendant. I'm going to go white hat, so... Hey, girl. Oh, no. Don't tell me I lost it. Okay, same thing. All right, grab pendant. Well, grab pendant. There we go. And there you go. Oh, thank goodness, my pendant. It has a lot of sentimental value. May I have it back? Well, black hat. Go no. But I'm going to go white hat, so yes. I came to see the festival. You live in this town, don't you? I feel a little out of place here. Would you mind if I walked around with you for a while? Yeah, sure. You're a true gentleman. Yes, I am. Oh, by the way, my name is, Marley! Marley. And you're? Chrono? What a nice name. Pleased to meet you. Now, lead on. Alrighty, so we shall. Alright, so let's check out Marley for a second. You see, she's got a little bit less in the way of hit points, a little bit more in the way of magic points, which probably announces her leanings pretty well. Not much in the way of defense, and we can't really do a whole lot about that right now because I just basically bankrupted us, but oops. You see, she is a bow user, so she's going to attack from afar, and she is also oriented with water, which, again, we'll explain later. Alright. Now, let's see. You have 0 silver points. Thanks. Want to exchange 10 silver points for 50 gold? No, because we have 0. Alright. Next up in the decision-making round table is this gentleman and his lunch. No time to talk. I'm just sitting down for my lunch. Now, Black Hat, grab the lunch, eat it, restores your hit points. But I'm not going to, because we can sleep at Chrono's house and restore it anyway. Keep going if you want to demo Lucia's Robot Battle Trainer. Collect silver points if you win. Okay, well, that's nice. As far as techs go, by the way, Marley has a healing tech, and that's where a lot of her skills are going to end up leaning, is toward healing and defense. Oh, hey, what's up? Big robot trainer thingy jobber. Alright. They call me Gato, I have metal joints. Beat me up and earn 15 big old silver points. Okay. Now, fun fact about Gato, the cat robot thingy. In the original, in the Japanese version, Gato is named Gonzalez, of all things. Now, the deal with him is, you see him attacking. Now, if you attack him, oh nice, crit right off the bat, you notice it popped up he's too far away to counterattack. So that's what you basically want to go for with him, because the enemies will just randomly sort of move around, and especially with Senor Gato here, well dang, 2 crits, go me. I got 10 experience points and 1 tech point toward those skills we were mentioning. I lost you one, here's 15 points now, wasn't that fun? Absolutely, especially since it didn't really take much effort. I will add when I was doing this the first time, I didn't do quite so well. I actually about croaked, so go me. Okay, one other thing, a couple more sights that we'll see before we head for the hills for now, is run over here. Got Mr. Soda Chugger. We'll give this a shot here. Ready, set, go. Start mashing A like crazy. Holy cow, let's see. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm done. Only 6 cans? Is that the best you can do? Well, whatever. You're awfully competitive, aren't you, Chrono? Yes, I am. Why not? All right, move over here for a second. We have Dance Fest. You can start dancing. You hit basically X and Y. There we go. The Babonga Boogie. Then you've got L and R. There's your super shocking face, I guess. Prehistoric Dance. How enchanting. Yeah, sure. I guess they have bones for drumsticks. There we go. Alright, that's pretty much all we need to do here. Okay. One other thing. Wow, where's my cat? Which you might have noticed said cat over on the other side. And again, if you're going to go white hat, go rescue the cat. And, okay, let him get in my way. Oh, well, come on, kitty. There we go. You brought back my cat. Thank you. You're so sweet, Chrono. Why, thank you. Alright. Now, let's see. What's up here? They're still setting up. Why don't you come back in a while? Okay, if you insist. I hate fairs. Say, do you know the latest gossip? No. Just between us, I heard that the king is distressed over his tomboy of a daughter. Just once, I would like to see how wild she really is. Oh, okay, I guess they don't have TMZ in 1000 AD Guardia. Okay, to open up the display there, just talk to Yon Maiden here. I guess that's a maiden. I heard Lucian. Yep, we've already read that. They ought to be ready now. Make for the far side of the square. Okay, well, this is going to be fun. Come on, Chrono. But before we get to that, I'm going to step out and save and go ahead and end this episode. There you go. There's your save spot. And thank you guys for joining me for the first episode of my playthrough of Chrono Trigger. And I will see y'all later.